Okay, cool. Hello, everybody. Welcome on our next meeting for our synchronous input project. Let me try to remember what is this project about after 2 weeks of being not here. Yeah, we have several news which I want to share. I worked since I'm 3 days here. I worked on pull request validation and approvals. I'll show you see my screen. Yep, good. Yep. So we had a pull request which I merged today. That was pull request made by Patani. I don't know what is the date here. What is the surname? Not very good in the Indians names. I will learn it. Yeah, but the pull request was quite simple. What I wanted to push a little bit the development further and then make some issues to create the dummy endpoints and dummy service contracts for the functionality we need and we will need in the future. And he started for the endpoint for the getting the import status, so the status of the import based on the import UID. And yeah, we had some discussions and yeah, the reviews, and after everything, it was merged today. He had quite nice. I mean, he made a good stuff that may be needed. That's, for example, the delivering back the user ID and user type that created the request. But for now, we dropped this away because in this case we rely and have a dependency to module authorization, and as this still the splitted frameworks and what will be available in the service side, not really clear for me right now. So we remove this dependency just to be independent from the main Magento, except the framework. Yeah, and the call quite simple. Basically, we had wait, it was an issue, I guess, where we had described this functionality. So when you make the get call to get an import status, you will get the status back and then items inside. So exactly currently that's exact JSON, which is this call returns because it has a dummy service contract without basically doing anything, just returning the result back. So yeah, great work. Thanks for that. And we had another pull request from this guy who introduced source type pool. And here maybe the Vladimir, you can add something because you started the review on it. I was not too deep in this pull request.
So yeah, after merging all three processors to the feature branch, we end up with state when we have some code duplication and configuration of each processor requires some duplication of source types list. And this pull request actually cleanups a little bit code, some introduce pull object to pull service for our source types, so it may be configured only once and then reuse it for all file import source processors. So far, there was some little issue with implementation as some inheritance was introduced. We requested the changes, they was made, but I have no time to verify the final version of the code, so hope we'll finish it today.
Cool, thanks. Sounds good. Yeah, also, wait, I'll put the screen sharing back. My idea is to next day to complete these issues. Basically, I started it already, this process like several days ago. But yeah, that was one topic for that, as Vova said, that connected to all these pull requests which we closed related to to the source processors or import source processors. There's still, I saw there are still some points which I want to improve a bit. But I will come to this later. I will make an issues for them. And my idea was also to create, at least that we start to moving forward with an import itself to proceed to create those dummy endpoints that we have at least the API structure ready, and then we can play around with it. Then I will add the new issues for the test coverages, because basically we have only one test written for the whole this implementation, which is not so cool. And yeah, that's basically it. There will be, by the way, in 2 weeks, the contribution day in Kharkiv. Stepan, will you go there? I don't know your location currently.
Yeah. I'm in Kharkiv, and I'll be there.
Good.
Are you going to visit us?
May happen. I also will be there.
Really?
Yeah,
would
may
be
happen.
Cool.
So then we see you there. And that's basically also my goal. Then I want them to prepare as more small stories as possible. That maybe somebody will be interested and can grab it, and they will be small enough.
Okay, let me know if I can help you.
Deal. Cool. Then only I have a question to Vova. If you have any news about the cloud, which we want to use for the bulk API testing. Vova.
Okay, I will. I will set up an initial environment with Magento 2.3.0 today and send you a link.
Cool, that will be great. We have a person here who interested in writing the performance tests for the Async and bulk API, and then we can start on this point. And there one more was before my vacation that we had an idea to split the Async import and the bulk API improvements that they will be delivered in 2.3 and Async import will be delivered in a custom branch. But the main issue from me, and from contributor, that they get in their points for the delivering the pull request. And I don't know if you have any update or if we can archive this, that we have another branch for Async import, and if the points can be counted for pull request on this branch.
Well, now it's not really possible and requires some changes in our tools. So, but actually, probably for now, it's a better approach just to create improvements of bulk API pull request just to mainline as asynchronous import already merged to 2.3.0. So we just fix it in main branch, in mainline repository.
And yes and no. I agree that like the bug fixing and small improvements, yes, can be done. I'm not sure about we have the set of work to done for the Redis implementation, and that's basically also some kind of module which has a multiple pull requests which rely on each other. And if you'll try to deliver this update in the main line, I'm not sure it will be easy to merge it for the other maintainers also.
Well, as I remember, we stopped a little work on Redis framework because it's not clear what exactly should be implemented, and it definitely in the current implementation should not be added to framework because it's pretty limits functionality of Redis, and in the same time it's have tight coupling with Redis implementation, so it cannot be treated like key-value, general key-value storage implementation. So as I remember, we at the end we agreed that for now it's too early to add this functionality to framework, and it should be something implemented inside bulk Async API model.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, to stop current discussions, I would propose I will go through the tickets which we have there, and then we'll see like which small stories we have and how we can move forward with them. I guess it will be easier. Then we see at least the work that can be done to improve the functionality. I agree that we are not adding anything to the framework, but we will add it to the bulk API implementation. And yeah, let's do it like this. I'll check the tickets we have, and then let's see in the next meeting maybe how we will proceed.
Okay.
Good. Any other questions? Wishes, ideas, updates?
I may have a question.
Yep.
I am working on UUID implementation issue, and I've made a push to my own fork repository, but haven't created a pull request yet. I was hoping first maybe someone can, I don't know, review this if needed, if I'm in the right direction. But just let me know if I need to go with a pull request directly.
No, basically, yeah, we can chat together. I will check what you have there, and then, I mean, for the community sign, it's always good that you make in a pull request, even if it's not ready or fresh, or you still think that it's the way to improve. But it's still always good to have it, because you may have more opinions than only mine opinion, and maybe the other guys can have a look there. So I would propose let's do it there.
Okay.
Just make a pull request. You can write a comment in a pull request like it's not ready, review are welcome.
Oh, that's
maybe we can create some label. In MSI we have a label that work in progress, so we can create something like that.
Actually, recently GitHub add new feature which allows to create draft pull requests. I will check is it needed to be like enabled explicitly, or it's already available for all repositories in beta mode, but they have this new feature that explicitly says that it's not some pull request that is ready to merge, but some ongoing work.
Yeah, cool.
I will send a link to this to documentation of this feature in our Slack channel.
Yep.
Let me find
Deal.
it.
Cool.
Yeah, I can see that there are some section like pipelines, and you can choose some status like in progress, review, done, or something like that. Do you understand me?
Yes, sounds good.
And
okay, let me just share my screen. I'll show you what I mean.
Cool.
Okay, and let's say just inform me if you can see. Okay.
I don't have this.
You can see here it's like pipelines and in progress, review, or something like that. Can we use this?
I don't have this section.
But it's in async import in a pull request.
Second, wait, give me a second.
It's added by
I'm not sure
ZenHub
about
plugin.
the purpose of this stuff generally, but
it's from ZenHub plugin.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Then I guess it's not the same. That's not for everybody then in this case. Oh yeah, Vova sent a link on a chat for this pull request, draft pull request. Yeah, good. Let's try it. Maybe that's something we need. Marian, we can do it together then.
Okay.
Cool. Any other questions, complaints? If no, I was quite long, 18 minutes.
Maybe I have a question. I remember that you asked me to create the second, not this. Just wait a second. I need again share my screen. Can you see my browser?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, we have here an issue. The database implementation of database separation. So we decided that I'll create some source processor that will read processor response. Okay, so I think right now, yeah, I agree with this, but right now I think it doesn't make sense. First of all, because processor response doesn't have a lot of data to save in a database. That's first of all, and yeah, and then can you see my PHP storm?
No.
No. Okay, never mind. I'll try to explain like that. So yeah, so I think we have to I will not explain. I have to switch to the PHP storm to show you. Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
So right now, I don't know how in another processors in my local path file processor, I save in a database directly in inside of this processor. So as I understood, the proposition from Alex is to move this functionality outside the processor and do it in source upload. Yeah, source upload. Right, and do it right here. Am I right, Alex?
Yep, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's look at the response. Response interface. Import. So we have here only status, error, source ID, and model, right?
And source basically also.
What?
Yeah, and source model, right? Okay.
Yes, and let's look to the source interface. We have here subtypes, created add status, uploaded. It's different statuses. Oh, I don't remember, but I saw that import type. Do we have here import type? No. At least we don't have here import type. So we don't have enough money here. Enough data here. Enough money. Enough data here in a response to use the response for saving source to the database.
But you can get response, get source, and then get import type.
So one more time.
You can get the from the response. You can get the get source and then get import type if you need it. Because in this case, the source model is
Get. I got it. I got it.
Though, guys, if I may interrupt you.
Okay, I'll investigate a little bit. Sorry.
I mean, ping me in Slack or wherever you want. We can discuss it if you want to.
Okay.
Marian, you wanted to add something?
Yes, about exactly about this response that we've been looking. I'm removing the latest commit the full source object. I think the specification says that we need only UUID string to be returned. Error eventually. So get source won't be, I'm thinking, available. I mean, with that one, the import.
No, it will be. Let's check your pull request together, maybe.
All right.
Because it's have to be there. We extended this not so long time ago. I guess it was like 2 weeks ago or so that you have a source there.
Yes, and that should stay there, if I understand you. Then I can again do changes. Okay.
Cool. Good. Then, I will ask one more time. Sodwan, any more questions? Good. Then, thank everybody for joining. That was quite productive today, and see you next week. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.